it's not too late to catch the mobile app and gaming revolution. It is happening right now. So the gentleman that I have the pleasure of introducing today is the product of multiple generations of computer engineers. He has built countless websites, really dating all the way back to sort of the beginning of the internet. As it was evolving, they had static web pages back in 1994, and that's when he started building websites. This gentleman has personally generated over 10,000 customers and has gone on to create several multi-million-dollar online companies. He has even built a patent-pending software product that's been used by over, get this, 90% of the world's top internet marketers. 90%. Do you think this man has a little knowledge that he can share with all of us about marketing and branding online? Absolutely. Today, he is the president and co-founder of a company he has spent over a year developing. Guess what company that is? Well, you guessed right, Brandonline365. It is an absolute honor to bring to the line the president of Brandonline365, Mr. J. Joshua Beisel. Josh, are you out there?
I am, Wendy. Thank you so much for that kind introduction, and thank you, Linton. I got to tell you, I'm really excited about Brandonline365. And the reason is because we fill a real need in the marketplace, and we create a tremendous opportunity for people who are looking for just the right thing. You know, last week we had an opportunity to fly out and meet one another, Wendy, and when I was at the airport here in Phoenix, headed over to Vegas, I stopped at the little gift shop there. I'm always looking for little souvenirs and trinkets, and on the newsstand, I saw this Forbes magazine, and I once a year try to grab the Forbes magazine and see who's become a new billionaire and who's lost billions. I'm always fascinated by people who can make and lose billions of dollars. And as I started to read the magazine, I just couldn't put it down. There are literally 5 new billionaires in this month's Forbes magazine who have all become billionaires because of mobile apps. So for everyone here on this call listening to this webinar, whether live or recorded, I want you to think about that for just a moment. All companies like to say that timing is the key, and that's why you want to get started with us now. But in this month's Forbes magazine, there are 5 new billionaires that have been created with mobile apps and games that weren't even hardly millionaires last year. So that's a real opportunity. And this month's Entrepreneur magazine is talking about branding. So we are at the right place at the right time, talking about branding, talking about mobile apps and games. So let's move to the next slide. I want to share with you a little bit about where I think we are positioned in the marketplace and what that means to you. I really believe that we are poised to become the next online giant. If the last week has been any indication, this thing is hot. We have been on the phone nonstop, three-way after three-way, and somebody said people are flocking. I think that was a phrase that was used. And so you're definitely at the right place at the right time. This is definitely getting everyone's attention. And the bottom line is this: we want to help you position yourself to not only grow all of your entrepreneurial activities, but also build a significant and serious income here. And let me tell you what we started with a year ago, because when Lindy said that, I'm sure a lot of you probably thought we meant last year, like December. No, literally, we've been working on this for the last year. We've got a mobile games company. We've got a huge technology company, and we just have dozens of people that have been working on this for the last year. And we started out with a goal. And most companies, I think, come up with an idea and they just try to figure out a way to market it. But we actually built this from the ground up, from scratch. We started with a vision. What is it that every business owner, network marketer, internet marketer, and entrepreneur needs? What is it that they need? Well, the 3 things that every one of those people need are branding and advertising, leads and traffic, and additional cash flow to help them grow their business and improve their lifestyle. And so we built this company to serve those 3 needs. And the way it works for all of you and the way it works for people getting started is pretty simple. When you get started with us, you're actually going to get paid to give away free mobile apps and games that help you brand yourself online and are going to allow you to earn free advertising for life. Now, we've got apps that are going to be on the iPhone platform, the Android platform, HTML5 for Windows phones, and even tablets. So we have a technology-rich company that has all of these solutions. So let's talk about how you can actually brand and build your own mobile app and how this works for you. It's actually very, very simple. There are just about 6 or 7 steps that you go through once you get started. The first one is, obviously, you got to choose from one of our hundreds of templates, or you can pick a ready-made game or a ready-made productivity app, and you can actually just use that as something that you can use to build your brand, or you can do both. Now, the second thing that you need to be able to do after you've chosen your template, add your contact details. How easy is that, okay? What you're going to see here is the simplest step-by-step way to build an app possible. Upload your picture. I mean, we all know that branding is important. We know that people like to know who they're working with. You can upload your picture, upload your company logo. You can add your social media links. You can actually connect into Facebook or Twitter, and it's easy. Just point and click, okay? You can copy and paste your content if you've already got some things that you've already written or from your company or whatever it is that you're marketing. Copy and paste that. Makes it super simple. And then click go. That's it. It's as simple as that. And when you do, it's going to automatically, with our admin team, upload your app to the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, and make your app ready in HTML5. So that's it. It's just choose a template, add your contact details, upload your picture, add social media links, copy and paste some content, click go, and then all you need to do at that point, folks, is start sharing. So this is going to be the simplest, fastest way for any of you to jump into the mobile revolution, build your brand, build your mobile app, start sharing, and go from there. And the great part about it, we were talking about this the other day, once you start sharing and people in turn are sharing that app, that's your message passing all the way through, makes it really, really powerful. Now, Wendy, I know you've got some exciting things that you want to share on our compensation plan and how that works and how all the leaders out here on today's call are going to get paid.
Excellent. Well, Josh, since we've got you here and we value your time so much, thank you for joining us. I'd love for you to just spend a couple more minutes with us right here. When we met with you and we really said, help us to wrap our heads around this. So we're familiar with mobile apps. We're familiar with the mobile games. Our little nieces and nephews play them all the time. However, we're still trying to understand how would, let's say, I used to be in real estate before I became a marketer. And so, you know, how would maybe a brick or mortar or maybe a real estate agent or a mortgage person use this to brand themselves? Outside of understanding how to create the application, the mobile app, how do you see this really helping them to brand themselves? Could you just share a short story with us to better explain?
Absolutely, and I'm really glad that you asked that question. You know, when we look at the marketing universe out there and we look at different things that people make available to go out and build their business with, most of them are either overcomplicated or don't provide the end user any value. Well, let's just stop for a second. Let's just talk about you as a real estate agent. Let's say that you've got a business. You want to make sure that you get your brand in front of as many prospects as you can for your real estate business. Well, one of the things that you can do is you can give away some of our productivity apps. We've got some great ones. We've got a flashlight app. We've got some daily motivation apps. We've got all kinds of personal development, personal training apps. We've got games. And what you can do is give away mobile apps and games that are going to provide value to the end user. Now, they put those games on their phone, and every time they're opening that game or that app, your branding is right there. We also have push notifications. We also have ways for you to actually get in and connect with them. You know, when people leave their house, Wendy, they leave with only 3 things. They leave with their wallet, their keys, and their smartphone. And so the smartphone is something that's with them all the time. Now, when you give somebody a business card, it's static. It's going to get in the back of their wallet. But when you put your mobile app on a prospect or a customer's phone, it's alive. You can actually send push notifications and actually get their attention. You can't make a business card pop out of somebody's wallet and give them an update or a message or a special offer, but a mobile app can do that. Or you may want to go in and use one of our hundreds of templates that are already pre-made. As a real estate agent, you may want to go in and build your own app right from scratch and get that into the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store. And you can do either or both with our system. So you can build as many apps as you want. You can brand all of them, and then when people are sharing them, it's actually passing your brand forward. So you have the ability to actually get your message. Every time you give it to one person, your message may end up in 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 40, 100 different phones.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Josh. And I loved that you also brought up the push notification, because there was a statistic that I just heard, and that push notification that allows someone to send a message. It's not via text message. It's global. I understand that it actually, the push notifications receive about 10 to 20% response rate. Is that something that you've also seen and heard?
Well, one of the things that I started with, Wendy, online, I built my first website in 94 and got my first page one listing in Google in 96, but about 10 years ago, I really started list building, and I built a list of over 100,000 people. And one of the things that I teach is attraction marketing, and attraction marketing is building a list of people who know who you are and what you can do to help them. But over the last 3 years specifically, and over the last 12 months even more so, I have found that my open rates and my connectivity with my list when I'm list building through Aweber and Get Response and Constant Contact, it is significantly diminished. There's just so much spam, and people can't possibly open. I remember one day I got over 1,100 emails in one of my primary email boxes in one day. So there was emails in there from friends and family I couldn't even get to because I spent all my time clearing them out. The nice thing about mobile app is that it allows the professional marketer, the professional entrepreneur, the serious business owner to actually do list building in a way where your message is going to be heard, read, it's going to be right in front of them, right on their phone. I've heard that as many as 98% of push notifications are actually looked at. Compare that to the open rates we're seeing out there right now with email marketing and text marketing. See, text marketing is considered a negative for a lot of people, but push notifications are the ultimate opt-in, the ultimate permission-based list-building marketing communication. So I know I probably went a little bit more in depth there, but I know we've got leaders on today's call that really want to know the bigger picture. And I'm going to tell you something. If you want to be successful, you need to do two things. You need to be able to have an effective branding, marketing, lead generation strategy. You need to be able to give that to all of your team. And that's what mobile apps and technology allow you to do. And that's what Brandonline365 is going to allow you and your entire team to do with point-and-click solutions that work.
Excellent, Josh. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely, Wendy. And, I've been on the internet for about 10 years, and I've seen a lot of companies come and go. And one of the most important reasons I want to have this meeting May 15th through the 16th is to basically invite leaders out to meet the entire executive team. I want you to understand the talent behind what we've put together and the depth that we are building this out to. This is a 10 to 20 year company. This isn't something that's going to be short term. We've already put in a little over 1 year on this project, and when you come out and you meet the incredible people behind it, you're going to really understand what the potential is. Now, that's just one aspect. The second aspect of it is does it work? And I can't think of anything more powerful for early leadership to really not only have the story of coming out and meeting with myself and our executive team, but also coming out and watching us live build some apps using our point-and-click system, downloading some of our apps, getting to play with them, getting to use them. There's nothing more powerful than meeting the people so that you can tell your team that story, and also having participated in the technology so that you can see how easy it is to use, how it works, and it really is going to create the social proof for you and for your team and really set the pace for you as a leader with Brandonline365. So I know we've got a lot of key people on this call. Some of you are planning on making a 6-figure. Some of you are planning on making a 7-figure income with Brandonline365. Find a way to get out to meet with us on the 15th and 16th. See the technology work, touch the technology, and most importantly, meet the people, meet the leadership behind what we're doing, and let's start working together to craft your success story here over the next 12 months. One more quick thing, Wendy, on that. We're actually going to be demoing. We've chosen or started the process of choosing, 2 or 3 people that we're going to be helping build their apps. So when you come to Vegas, you're going to actually be able to see live apps that were created. It's going to be really exciting. You're going to be able to leave there with some apps and games on your iPhone or your tablet or your Android